Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has stated that the coalition of opposition forces he is leading ahead of the 2027 presidential election will adopt any political platform that guarantees good governance to unseat President Bola Tinubu's government. While speaking on Tuesday, April 15, during a meeting with a delegation of national opinion leaders, Atiku emphasized that the coalition was focused on securing a brighter future for Nigeria. In a video shared on his X handle the following day, Atiku remarked, "The coalition train has left the station and will make multiple steps to bring on board Nigerians of all shades." Atiku urged the delegation to stay focused on their future and not to be distracted by those offering immediate short-term gains. He says, don't be disrupted by people giving you pennies or kobos here and there, and nairas here and there, and then abandon your future and the future of your children, he said. He outlined his vision for the coalition, stating that a number of them, leaders from the parties he has mentioned, that is the APC, PDP, Labour, and others, have come together to say that they are going to have what he calls in Hausa, Sabuwa Tafia, which in English means a new path, a new pathway to a new Nigeria. All right. Well, I'm going to stop there because it's quite a long read, and due to time, I wouldn't want to continue more on that story. Well, let me get your reactions to this story. Again, Atiku saying that he's forming a coalition for 2027 and bringing people from different political parties, the APC, PDP, joining them together. And then he attributes it to a train, leaving the train station and then moving. And he's ready to stop by to pick any good Nigerians who is willing, to contribute to the quota of, unseating President Tinubu come 2027. First, I want you to, look at it from your perspective. Do you think this at some point might be possible, considering the fact that Atiku have, contested for this position several times? Do you think this is really possible?
Thank you. I sense desperateness, with all the enticing words used by Atiku Abubakar, all in the names of coalition, trying to persuade Nigerians to see the need. It happened in 2011, prior to 2012, that brought about the party on power you are calling APC today, the All Progressive Congress. And of all that they promised, how many of those promises were they able to fulfill? For me, the answer is none of those promises that fulfill, for the benefit of Nigerians. And Atiku have started again, trying to form this group. In the end, you will see him, coming up to be the only cock that will crew in that coalition group. For me, whoever that wants the progress of this country should start from, I am not saying that he has not been saying something as it concerns the current government that is in power. He has been doing that. Quite well, he has been doing that. But what developmental stride or ideas as an individual who has been at the aim of affairs, being the former vice president of this country, is it just that his intention is just to become Nigerian president, just like what happened 2015 that brought Muhammad Buhari into power, and at the end of 8 years we cannot feasibly say that this is what Nigerians have gained from that administration, and it has happened again. I want to say that as a Nigerian, he has the right to form group, but whatever anybody is doing at the moment and applied desperateness, it will be against the Nigerian population. But if they do it with the intention of salvaging this country from where we are to the next level, it will be a good thing. But I doubt the brand of politics or politicians we have in this country that do not think about the people.
All right, thank you.
Because the one is that, look, let me just grab it first and then see what will fall out at the end of the day.
All right. Okay, well, moving on to Dr. Omenazu Jackson, again, this is what Atiku is trying to do, trying to form a coalition in order to unseat the president come 2027. Do you see this as a smooth ride? Already he's attributing it to a train, riding a train, and he's saying that he has left the train station and is ready to pick up any good or meaningful Nigerians who would want to see the presidency unturned come 2027. Again, do you see this as a smooth ride?
You see, first and foremost, I would say that when a man deliberately board a train driven by a slave master, you know that your destination is the slave camp.
All right.
You understand? The truth remains that we have had coalitions in this country. For instance, just like my colleague said, there was a coalition that in 2011 that unseat Jonathan.
All right.
Atiku were part of that coalition. When Buhari came in, and we found out that the ship of this nation were heading towards oblivion, I didn't see a very serious criticism and opposition from beginning. I said, look, this is not what we agreed. Why are you deviating from what we agreed when we formed this coalition? Please, my members, my group members in National Assembly, can you put resign so that we don't carry this toga of non-performance along with us? You see, there must be credibility in governance. You are not just talking to sweet-mouth Nigerians. We want to see practical examples. When has anybody among the political elites say, this is not what we agreed, Mr. President. For this, I'm throwing in the towel. Let me go home so that I don't bear the brunt of what your misgovernance. You understand?
All right.
Atiku will not tell me that he doesn't have loyalists in the National Assembly. Atiku will not tell me that he doesn't have loyalists that were governors that would have thrown in the towel in protest to what we experienced for complete 8 years, that this nation was rudderless.
All right.
You understand? So his outburst now, or his criticism now, is coming too late. The coalition, first and foremost, none of the political parties in this country operate on ideology.
All right.
You understand me? They are like market women who goes to the market. If they see orange, they buy. If they see banana, they buy. If they see, that's what is there in Nigerian political space. They are operating zero ideological political framework. So there's no need coming to tell us about coalition. Let Nigerians be mobilized to vote according to their choice. This coalition is a coalition of, experts in political brigandage.
All right. All right, thank you so much for that, Dr. Omenazu Jackson. I wish we had enough time to deliberate more on this, because there's actually quite a lot to say as regards to that. But then we do not have enough time on our side, and at this point we'll have to wrap up the show. I want to say a very big thank you to you,